Talk your shit, P.
What's up? What's up? It's your girl P. On Talk Your Shit, P. And guess who I got here again? If you like to on the last episode, I got her on my second episode. It's not my second episode, but on another episode. Danielle, say what's up, girl.
Hi, y'all. How you doing?
Again, y'all can follow y'all homegirl on Instagram and Facebook, Layers of Her. On Snapchat, it's the P. It's for Parishia. That's DAP, the number 4. PARISHIA. If you love Lil Wayne, then you kind of know what that's reference to. Continue.
That was a lot. So I am on Snapchat, Danny with 2 eyes.
Period.
_3000, and my Instagram is the official Danmar, DANMAR.
I'm glad they can spell now. Y'all know what's going on.
Yeah.
So, y'all. Today I'm doing it a little bit differently. If you listen to my last episodes, it was super structured. I'm going off the rip because I was on Instagram. And I saw this post that I had to like read to my mama and them. I just be finishing. I'm like, oh, I should talk about this on my podcast. So today is y'all lucky day. I'll just read it for the people real quick. You know you gotta hit me with the. I wish it made the little bloop 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 sound.
You gotta have your sound on for that.
Oh, that'd be cool. Okay, so this girl I follow, I ain't gonna say her name. I ain't shouting her out. But anyways,
Damn.
I ain't got no beef, but I'm just saying she be posting really good topics. But she was like, my homeboy. She found a Twitter thread and it says, my homeboy, who I love to pieces, had a great girlfriend, but he kept messing up, like big time. Finally, she called it quits. He told her he was going to take the time to become a better person, and she agreed they could reconcile later if he really worked on himself. I can't read. Sometimes you fuck up, okay? Anyways.
Too much
but just to digest this little first part, like, okay, he fucking up. You know, bitches be forgiving niggas, so that makes sense.
Up.
I don't know how long he done fucked up, but it's like, okay, you gonna
depends
fix
on
it.
what the fuck up is too. We didn't get all that information.
And then it goes on and saying, that was 2 years ago. Okay, time has passed, and my homeboy really just took the time to play around until he felt he was ready for a relationship. He a dog. Anyways, now she's engaged to get married to another guy this summer, and my homeboy is hurt, honey. But I told him no one is required to stick around while you figure your shit out. And I realized this kind of thing happens to a few other guys I know, and like my homeboy, they were all extremely upset to find the person they thought they had on hold moved on. It'd be like that, girl. These niggas just like, how could you leave? All right, let me just finish reading to you. And I realized, then moving on. So he felt strong alone. Okay, I did read it right. I have to repeat it to make sure that I heard it. Okay, but she told him from the jump she would be open, but she wasn't going to put herself on hold. What he thought would happen is they just drift together eventually and no work on his part. Niggas is lazy. While he used the breakup for time to play around. Now he's trying to think of some last-ditch grand romantic gesture to remind him. He had to remind his homeboy, like, this ain't the movies. Take your L, bruh. Also, it's selfish. You hurt someone. You did nothing to fix the harm. They move on, find a happy, healthy love, and you want to swoop in at the 11th hour and interrupt that? He ain't shit. Anyways, I'm keep saying he ain't shit because I just knew he wasn't shit from the beginning. Oh, now I remember why I brought it all up. Emotional labor. Pause.
The time to like really
listen to emotional labor. Like, hone that in, get some dictionaries, Google.
Yeah. Google that.
Google that. Emotional labor. I'm giving y'all some time right now to do it before I continue with the rest of this, just so now we all know what that means. All right. Y'all got it? It's pulled up? Cool. He says to me, she should have helped him. I'm saying, because this is just like the devil is a lie. He said to me, she should have helped him unpack the stuff he needed to work on. He hurt her repeatedly and then expected her to help him work through. Why? I'm recording this on video to y'all, so I'm gonna zoom my face in so you can see my facial expression as I'm saying this shit. Anyways, how about he go to therapy? This is what his friend suggested. Or talk to a faith leader, or read a damn book about your emotional labor. That's why I had y'all Google, so like you won't be shocked by this word. Like, what does that mean? What's going on? Because a lot of people have been okay. Anyways, but the gag is, he like Keke Palmer. I told him back when they broke up that she was gonna get snatched up if he didn't get his shit together. That's a good friend. You know, he giving you advice to try to keep your girl.
It's always good when your nigga has at least one good friend that'll smack some sense into him.
But then you don't
this
listen to that
nigga's
friend.
stupid.
He ain't listen to that friend, because that's why we in this situation.
Why we in the Twitter thread?
And this man chuckled at the thought of getting his shit together. That is crazy. So after being on and off for 7 years, that's how long their relationship was, he assumed she'd always be available to him. Oh, that's deep. Y'all, and then it gets better. Y'all, and then he was sitting here trying to do the math over the phone, like, okay, you know, we was dating back in 1957 and it's now 2003, so if she engaged right now, then he was doing that shit. You know how niggas be doing it. Well, if they're engaged, she must have been talking with him damn near right after we broke up. Okay, and guys love fucking up and then make the real travesty about how quickly she moved on. From what I understand, you were hitting up girls while in a relationship. You don't get to dictate what's the appropriate amount of time before she gets to move on. Before she gets to move on, the thread is a little messed up, y'all, so storm me off. He was like, well, I said I was sorry. I apologize, but I think anyone should wait at least 6 months. It always got to be
6 months for what?
Before she got moved
I'm hallucinating, because what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Girl, you know. They just make up anything. Why you moved on so quickly? To be honest, it was a privilege that she was even open for reconciliation. But he fumbled that too. Now he got to hear about the wedding plans from all their mutual friends, and he's in shambles. His LBs, he's a Kappa, are trying to gas him to drive up to see her. This ain't a different world. Her fiance will probably stomp homie out. I started this with I love my friend, but when the men in my life are on occasion graced with my advice, I don't do them the disservice of sugarcoating it. So this
out, please, Jesus.
This is an interesting thread because the emotional labor part is what got me. Like, dudes love to send you through the ranks, yeah. They love to send you through the ranks, have you going back and forth about your emotions, thinking you crazy, blah, blah, blah. And then they like, but you supposed to stood by me. And earlier when we were discussing what we're going to talk about, I was just like, niggas really think we is Gucci Mane and Keisha Kayor. Like, I'm sorry. Nigga, we not doing that. We not finna have you cheat on us, be on drugs, go to jail, do some more dog shit, go to jail again, have a couple babies on us, and then you turn out to be the new Gucci Mane. I don't want the new Gucci Mane. I wanted the new Gucci Mane when I was with you. Before, like, why did I have to go through all that in order to get that? Like, I shouldn't have to do that. Because if I do that, are you still gonna stay by me and help me figure it out? You're gonna be my counselor, my director, my spiritual advisor. You're gonna help me get through all the pain and tribulations that I've been through throughout my life, and now I'm taking it out on you. I'm not a pastor, but damn, I take y'all to church. I'm just saying, Fred, what you think? What you think, girl?
He had me fucked up at this was 2 years ago. Who the fuck is waiting around 2 years to be like,
I hope
I hope this nigga Ray fucking get his shit together, because I'm still waiting for that nigga.
Don't he sound like a Ray?
I don't know. He sound like a West Sider, to be honest. So that's another whole situation.
You could be South Side too, because y'all crazy too. We in Chicago, by the way, but go ahead.
But yeah, like, I don't understand why he would think that I'm gonna cheat on you this whole relationship, or a part of the relationship, would then be like, this bitch should at least waited 6 months before she got with somebody. And then you're doing the math. You was never good at math. Now you out here counting months, and was it a leap year or whatever? Like, cut that shit the fuck out.
I think
you missed out, and you had to I know it's hard to take advice.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, but you gotta take advice when it sounds good, and it's like
it's something
just
that you
chalk
want.
that shit up. Or he should have stuck to his word and did what he was supposed to do.
Was fix himself.
And fix himself. And if he needed help along the way, she said she was open. You missed your beat.
She was
so
open to getting back with him, but not open to have him send. She open to like, once you figure it out, you basically go see a therapist and you figure out like what's wrong, like that you really want this and you're gonna put in the work to keep this relationship.
And I also feel like too, if you have the open-mindedness for that if you see that this nigga is putting in work and you wanna like be with him,
yeah,
and he asks you to go to therapy with him or something like that, you would help him out like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying do the steps for you, because she's not the one that needs to work on herself according to him.
7 years, like his friend said, he lucky she even considered it, because after a year of that bullshit, hi y'all, bye y'all.
A year of them together, a year
after
they broke up.
You done the most.
Because I'm like, this is a lot of time. This is a 9-year span.
So you had 2 years to like do the work. Within 6 months, you should have done the work.
Yeah, right. Like I feel like I feel like, not to cut you off, but I do feel you. And it's like, if you expected her to wait at least 6 fucking months, in that 6 months, you should have been doing everything that you could. Within 6 months, you can come out to her and be like, "Hey, baby, this is who I am now. Let's start over." Boop, 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 boop.
I think he did.
That's what he should have done in the 6 months instead of fucking around with other bitches. You did that while you was in your relationship.
So you just trying to do it without having nobody yell at you. But see, in that 6 months, not only are you working on yourself, but you're constantly showing her that you are different. Yeah. So she probably was like, I'll take some time and like try to figure it out or whatever and wait for you. Or maybe I'll talk to other people, but I'm not going to take them serious because you're showing me. Because let's say they broke up yesterday and then it's some months later. You're literally like being romantic. I see that you are, maybe you go to church now, or you're like, yo, I started seeing a therapist. Like, I didn't realize I was dealing with a lot of stuff, and that's why I was taking those emotions out on you and by hurting you, because I've been through so much hurt. Like, he's unpacking his shit along the way, and she's just like, damn, he seems so different. Like, now I'm so much more open to that. I'm receiving that, and I can see that, and now I'm not going after that for that man. Because yes, you put her through that shit for 7 years, but she's like, I love you. Wouldn't be like, I love you. So she was willing to be like, you show me, like genuinely show me that you're changing, not only for like it has to be for yourself.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I want to show you these changes. Like, I want you to take this journey with me. And I'm not saying that you have to help me and hold me down through this, but I'm just showing you these are the changes I'm making. And because of that, because I'm doing it for me and not for you, that hopefully you see that and decide to get back with me. Because at some point he would have realized if he even wanted to be with her or not.
Right. He
just a dog and he want her because he can't have her no more.
Right.
Not because he was going to change or do anything differently. He was just like, no, my girl is gone somewhere and da-da-da-da.
And then if we really talking about numbers and math, because bitch love numbers and math.
Period. We went to school for accounting.
We're talking like, you talking about she waiting around for 6 months. She waited around for 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years and 6 months to be exact.
Showed you what type of person she was 7 years, and you still shitted on that. So
trash.
She gave you more than a 6-month courtesy, and then like fuck his niggas too. I'm sorry, I have to get that out my chest. Fuck his niggas.
But
besides the one writing the story, because there's no goddamn way in hell you're literally like. And I know, like, I can pick it. I was like daydreaming when you was talking about, like, when you was reading it. I can see his homeboys and his frat brothers just sitting around with a lonely bottle of Hennessy or a lonely bottle of Douce with a blunt or something like that. And they're just like, you know what? That bitch, you should have waited at least 6 months. You know what you should do? Nah, man. Fuck it. Go to that bitch fucking wedding, dog. Get your bitch back, bro. You know that's how that fucking shit went down.
Know what?
You know that's how that shit went down, too.
That's crazy because it's so much to unpack before you even get to the friend's encouragement. Here's the thing. I think what...
Because they've seen that shit.
No, I think like people always say you the company you keep. True. So like, I'm looking at the shit your friends do, right? Just like dudes. Dudes be like, okay, when you in a relationship with somebody and your girl got this friend who always out, always in niggas' faces, doing the most, they assuming you out there doing shit like that. True. So then they be like, I don't want you, don't go out with shorty. Like, that ain't a good vibe for you. That ain't a good look. True. Like, that's not your friend. So you peeping that. So if I'm with a dude and I'm seeing his friends always in bitches' faces, they not doing nothing constructive around you. I don't care if you pledged with blood, sweat, tears, and whatever, you know what I'm saying, to be in this fraternity or whatever it is. Not whatever it is. Sorry to all y'all out there that's pledging and shit like that. But if you're pledging and them niggas around him is just like okay with doing dog shit, like you see them do dog shit. And no, I know Brett got a girl, but he stay cheating on his girl. If my dude is around you often, I'm gonna think you cheated. Because you the company you keep. So if all your friends out here being a dog, then you must be doing dog shit. So then by you telling your friend to go ahead and try to snatch her, why would you go take her for something happy so she can be missed?
So you just gonna be unhappy. Like, that's gonna be so fucked. Like, you're like, misery loves company. Mm-hmm. You're gonna bring your miserable ass to her fucking wedding and being like, I object.
And she
on the grounds of that bitch should have waited 6 months before she got with this nigga.
What's gonna happen is you're gonna be more embarrassed because everyone's gonna look at you like crazy. It only makes sense if she was talking to you during that time. She's engaged. It's up to her wedding. Like,
do that, but like that didn't help out on that nigga at best man wedding. Y'all, that's how that shit's gonna end. That nigga damn near died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so you're gonna be the fucking asshole that's just like, I fucking object at somebody's fucking wedding.
Or like meet her before they even get to that far. But here's the thing. Only way that works, because this ain't the movies, shit don't happen like that. These ain't no fairy tales. Only way that works is if you were in constant contact with her romantically. Y'all probably was still banging or something. Like she just was torn and she was telling you like she didn't know if she wanted to go through with the wedding. And she was kind of waiting on you to make that grand gesture so she can get out of it. But she wasn't doing that.
True. I feel like I object is the equivalent of like when you ask somebody how they doing and you just expect their asses to just say, I'm fine, how are you? Instead of like, have you ever gone to a circumstance where it's like somebody's like, oh, I'm feeling really, really bad. Mm-hmm. It's been
depressed as people, but
that's how I feel. I object is like people really don't do it. They just say that shit as a disclaimer.
And even if you don't hate
do
the
that
people that's
shit,
getting married,
you
you're
just
not
be
gonna
like
be fucking up nobody's wedding like that. Like that shit's pure trash.
You just gonna bite your tongue. You missed your shot. You missed it.
Take the L. Like his friend said.
Take that as the next lesson that you can get for the next girl that you get. That's gonna be a gem. You know, hell.
He might have to
that girl running.
For that.
I wish, you know what the honeymoon is gonna be like? I'm gonna be like, bitch, why you have your ex-fucking boyfriend come to my fucking wedding? Now my grandma passed out and I don't know
and
what
you
the
know
fuck
what?
happened.
He just ruined so much because now he thinking, the man probably gonna start thinking that he did, like she was in contact with him.
Yes.
And she knew he was gonna come do that.
Unless she told her man, her fiance, her husband, this nigga crazy, I don't know what the fuck he talking about prior, and shows like evidence of it, like this nigga crazy, I want you to know, like prior, like he's becoming a problem or something like that, you know. But hell, at this point I don't even think they was talking until he seen the that engagement ring photo that they see on Instagram. Oh, you know that Niecy fucking got engaged.
Oh my God.
Everybody gets that. I get so many texts of people like, bitch, you know such and such is getting married. I'm like, no, swear to God.
Yeah. I'm just like, that's it. That just throws me because it's real trash. Like he's trash. Like literally ball him up, throw him in the trash.
I feel bad for him because he got some really good advice from his friend.
You feel bad for him?
No, I feel bad in the sense of like, you got some really good solid advice, and instead of fucking like sitting down and digesting that shit, you was like, fuck that shit. But I'm gonna try to get her back.
Let's go back to the emotional labor.
If he went through for it, I feel like he should have just chopped.
He has mental things that he needs to deal with before trying to be in a relationship in the first place. And that's why he's just like fucking around and giving his demons to a bunch of people because he does not know how to deal with them. And if he would have dealt with them during them 7 years, or maybe she could have suggested counseling, but that's not her job. Like a woman's job is not to help you deal with your mental issues. Like their job is to support you. And if supporting you is like, babe, go to counseling, and then you go, and then y'all have conversations about it. Like we go together to, like, I'm gonna work on my shit before I bring somebody else in my shit. And then I'm just out here yelling and screaming at you. I'm abusive now in this relationship. Like every time I turn around, this bitch knocking me over here. Like clearly I have anger issues, or like something is causing me to constantly do that. And it might not even be you. It might not be the person I'm with. It could be just shit from my past and things I have to deal with. If you listen to I don't know if we mentioned like daddy issues in there, but it's just people have been through shit in their lives. And if you never deal with them, you are internalizing those things. If you're not telling your boys, if you're not telling your girls, you are internalizing all that fucking hurt, all that trauma. And now I done gave it to her for 7 years. And then she's just like, this is enough. She realized she loved herself way more than she loved you.
And then it's gonna be fucked up because the next nigga she deal with, she just gonna be like, fuck niggas, I'm just gonna dog them. Then that's how girls get the dub of,
or she got trust issues.
Bitches ain't shit. And they just out here doing dicks and shit. It's like, yeah, because the one time that she was giving her heart to the nigga for 7 years, he showed up and was acting a damn fool.
But you can see by her engagement that she didn't.
She was like, fuck that.
He wasn't the person I was supposed to be with. She kind of dealt with that. And that's why she was able to find somebody.
And sometimes who
loved her. Yeah.
You know when a nigga's not gonna be like
the nigga you want him to be.
Prepared for the pray for the best, prepare for the worst. Is that what the saying?
Hope for the best, pray for
something like that. Yeah. Yeah, but like like she was like, okay, she was open to it, but she knew that like this nigga may or may not get his shit together. Let me figure my shit out first. She cared about herself first. And look at her. She getting married while he over there fucking with his homeboys.
Yeah. I thought the thread was going to go completely different. I thought the guy who was telling the story ended up with the girl. Was going to end up with the girl.
Oh, I knew when the niggas, at what point?
When he was just like, 2 years. 2 years have gone by. And I was like, oh my God, this man have got him. Because, sometimes dudes see things like if they see you trashing this good woman and they just like, we could have been dope.
Oh, you mean like 2 years his homeboy fucking got with her?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, this is gonna get juicy. But it was just really him telling the story
like that.
and then giving advice. But I'm just like,
great ass advice too, good, decent ass advice. Like we gonna try to play, not for the homeboy, just like some neutral ass.
You saying she a good woman? Yeah. She been standing by you. Do right by this good woman, because this woman good women do something to men's lives. If you are in a relationship and you already know how that shit go, if you ever had a good woman, you lost her, then you know what that shit is like. Mm-hmm. I just look at my sister, like she goes so hard in her relationship. I'm just like, bro. Like, that nigga credit score is like 800 now. I'm like, he ain't even had no credit at first. Girl, at least I don't think, don't quote me. I just be remembering tidbits, but I know she helped shot that shit right up. Yes. They done got a house together. She managed the money. She do all it, like, they do so much. Like, he's been, like, losing family members. People been dying, like, every fucking week, it seems like. And she's just, like, emotionally dealing with that while being pregnant. So she's like helping him through all that, and it's just like he don't show no emotions, and so she's not really emotional either. Yeah. But they do sweet shit together where they kind of like get it. And so I'm just like, you kind of know what that's like when you have a good woman. And hey, I'm saying all this about dudes. If y'all got a trash woman, you see me balling it up again, I'm throwing it in the trash. Not that y'all listen on the podcast, but if you watch the video, then you see me trash, throw them away. Get rid of them.
Don't waste your time on a trash woman. That nigga 21 Savage drinking water.
Oh yeah, he was doing like drugs and stuff like that, right?
No, the nigga wasn't drinking water, from what I heard. Now
he was just drinking juicy shit.
I don't know.
He was like, "Well, I
thought it was in his refrigerator."
I'm just saying, I don't know. I thought you had more tea, but you had none at all.
This nigga was just Amber Rose hat and drinking water. It's like a whole new world.
Wow. Yeah, I tried to, I be trying to give gems. I drop gems every now and again. But if I see you ain't picked up the first couple of gems, I'm just like, you ain't even looking for no bitch to help you elevate. You just trying to be out here be a dog. And that's okay. I'll be a dog too. I'm here for that. I'm mad I did like a woof woof thing. But
Okay, Clifford. No, I'm just kidding.
oh my god, I was gonna say something else, but it like totally slipped my mind. If he would have dating your friend's ex,
What about it?
like, what's your take on that? Like, so let's say, like, I was dating someone. You were like, he's such a great guy, but I was trash to him, right? And you was just like, bitch, you know how rare it is we find this breed out here? Like, you just out here doing him dirty. I'm like, girl, I'm just trying to live my best life. Ooh, yes, I'm big trash, girl. I'm trying to pop bottles in the club with the niggas with the money. He got money, girl. Yeah, but he just boring. He don't want to do that. And you know how the story go. I'm just giving y'all a tidbit. And so they break up. And let's say you see him a year later. He looked even better than he did when he was with her. Because now he ain't stressed.
He drinking water too.
You know, he's a little healthier. He'd have been in the gym. He's scrumptious, right? And then you see him and y'all talk. And y'all just like, we friends. Do you date him? Or like, do you even like allow him to pursue you? Does it depend on y'all friendship? Oh, girl.
Yes and no and yes and no. But
okay,
no
you have to
and
break.
yes.
No, bitch, what? You don't have to break that down. Like, what's the yeses? Because you probably just saying yes and no, yes and no. What's the yeses?
See, if it was me in that situation,
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd just be like, y'all was in like a full-blown relationship or and shit like that.
According to her actions, we were in a relationship, but based on the things I was doing, it was like I wasn't really trying to be with him. And then he finally had enough. Like, oh girl, like it's been 7 years, right? And so this whole time
So if the narrator of the story were to go after his girl 2 years later,
basically that's what I'm getting at, because I really wanted that to be the story. But is there loyalty?
That is like a sticky situation.
Why does it become sticky? Not that I date. I've never. That's my rule. Like, I don't date my friends' exes because it just becomes weird.
It's sticky.
And then
it's
if I bring you
situation,
around,
nigga.
But it's like if he
a unicorn.
No, but still, yes
I think,
and no. Like, if y'all wasn't friends like that, or y'all was acquaintances, and you just didn't give a fuck, and you wanted a good ass man, then by all means. But if you like are friends, see, no, but then that sounds like trash too. I don't know. I don't do that because that's some. Yeah,
I feel like that message.
I don't know why you asked me this damn question.
I asked because I had a
Different
conversation.
shit.
Only I wanted the scenario of the story to be he ended up with her, right?
Yeah.
Because that would just have made that really juicy. But then I had a conversation with my sister, and she said that one of her closest friend, her best friend, dated somebody she used to talk to. And I said, oh, that's some white people shit. Her friend is white. And so I said, oh, that's what white people do, girl.
Shit. No.
And so you go ahead and let the white girl do white people shit to you. And she was like, but it wasn't that
whited.
deep. She got whited. No, and my sister was like, it's not that deep. I'm like, that's your friend. It's always deep. She's like, no, but like me and that dude, we didn't even really like talk. Like, I've never seen him. Like, we ain't never hugged, we ain't never kissed. We had a couple conversations. It wasn't that deep. And I said, okay. Like, my eyes shook a little bit. I was like, I feel like I was talking. Does talking count if they was just talking? I'm giving rules out. I'm giving rules out because
I don't know, because like we've all done shit when we were little, but me as a person now, I wouldn't do it because it's too messy. Because a friend can always be like, well, I like that nigga first, and we had 3 or 4 conversations, and the bitch just stole him right underneath me, even though like
I'm okay with not being your friend.
Like I said, if you're like an acquaintance or somebody, or if it was like,
I'm gonna say this: I like you. Like, I would never date your boyfriend, like your exes. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because we cool. But if you was only talking to a nigga, oh bitch, that ain't your man.
But see, that's what I mean. I'm not gonna say that because then that's justifying like talking. Like,
It's
just
just
y'all
like,
was talking. Y'all was having like it didn't go nowhere talking, or like
that's not your man. He ain't never become your man. Like, y'all was just talking, and like I might not have even met him though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, if you
So
ain't
it
never met
could
the nigga before.
But even if you like,
no, you
y'all
can't be in the. See, when you take it in a 7-year relationship and shit like that,
and
bitch, that's a catfish, and we're not doing
so
that.
I'm like, so I'm
that
taking off
episode.
the 7-year thing. So let's say you were talking to someone, and maybe y'all hung out a couple times, and I like that one time y'all hung out, I might have seen him that one time. I was like, oh, I see you, girl. Maybe y'all got sliced. But that didn't work out. He was like, oh, he's trash. And then time had gone by, and I had seen him. I was like, nah, you said you was talking to my homegirl. He's like, but it wasn't D. Like, it was D. I'm pretty sure she was telling you. And I'm like, yeah, but you was talking to my homegirl. Like, that's not it. I ain't really trying to dip my dip, but they her dip. And so then we talk, and somehow we figured that, damn, we actually got good chemistry. Like, this actually, like, worked. And now we're, like, working. I'm like, sis. Remember John that you used to talk to?
How long before y'all was talking before? Like,
Some
you
time,
had
I said some time went by. It ain't a week went by that we started talking, because then it makes it seem like while y'all was talking, we was talking.
No. I mean, like, how long before you and him hooked up before you tell me that?
I would have to see if it's gonna go. I would have to see if it's significant enough, like we have developed something for it to go somewhere, to bring it to your attention. Because it could have been just a couple conversations like y'all had, and then it not go nowhere. Then it's no purpose to me to tell you. But if somehow it became like, damn, we actually really like each other, we're considering being in a relationship, and I'm just like, hold on, let me talk to Danielle before I be like, look, we in a relationship, and you pop up, and then she's like, hold on, bitch, what's up?
And see, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a sticky thing, because, like, me, if I were to take the stance of, like, I really don't care, because, like, it depends on the relationship. I've talked to niggas that was like, oh, girl, if you want to, go ahead.
Yeah.
But then it'd be like, if it was something serious, like, I don't know, because I don't fucking know.
I feel like my take on
if
this,
y'all
like,
was talking on some shit and it didn't go nowhere, like y'all went out on a date or two and it wasn't shit, okay, y'all didn't cut. I feel like it changes when y'all have feelings for each other.
Yeah, and
But
that's
like
why
I
I bring it
said,
to your attention.
And
at
that's
that
why
point.
it's like,
This is not something that's happening. I'm just like giving you guys a situation, a scenario,
bitch,
because I feel like
I kick your ass.
I don't know anyone she has dated. Like, we don't know any
You
of
don't
this.
want to know
nothing
them
around.
niggas.
But the thing is, like, do you miss, like, I'm not blocking blessings by telling, because my friend was talking to someone. This is not me giving you guys advice to be going to fuck with your friend.
Right, that's what
I'm saying that if you had a if you was seeing from what my friend was saying, like, if you were just like, he's trash, and then I met him and I was like, he's trash, there's no way I'm gonna talk to him. But I was like, damn, he seemed nice, but something about him just didn't sit right with you. And time went by, we had a conversation.
Like, y'all are a better mesh.
Yeah, like, it makes sense for us. But then if I would have just been like, nah, that could have been my motherfucking husband. And I'm just like, now, off the strength that y'all had a talkation, like, y'all ain't had shit. Like, it ain't go no, y'all just went up the block real quick.
Yeah, like, I feel you, because, like, I be telling on myself, Lord have mercy.
Okay, girl.
See, because, like, everybody has done that shit. That's why I'm like, that's some high school shit. Like, you can get away with that. Oh, I used to talk
can't
to...
do that shit in high school. I still
maybe
got
not high school.
I still got on site with a bitch from high school.
Junior high school. It's when, them sixth
It's
grade
still
relationships.
hoes.
No,
Just know.
I have seen, like, maybe it's because I seen it in my middle school where, like, them bitches would rotate boyfriends and be best friends.
Ooh.
That's weird. Like, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
they
get
like
that
high
shit
school,
in,
junior high school.
Junior high.
Yeah.
A lot of girls was dating the same dudes. And I was like,
yeah, it's like, what?
ain't y'all best friends?
Yeah, like, that's some kiddie shit,
But
or
maybe we
but
had,
as a grown person, I probably wouldn't do it.
maybe
but
we had a
if this
better
nigga's-
understanding then. Like, maybe we were smarter then than we are now.
I'm like, oh, we not really
Because
fucking
maybe
with these
John
niggas.
didn't
We
work
just-
for you, but John could definitely have worked for me.
Or maybe it was just like, it's like 5 cute niggas in the school.
And so we just rotated them. That's what they were doing in my school. Was so tiny, girl. It was like 1 8th grade class, and we all it was 2, and then they were just rotating them dudes from class to class, and it was just crazy. But maybe, or even if it was bigger, like somehow you're rotating these. Oh, excuse me, these people. But Is it? I'm not okay with you dating anybody I fucked with.
I know.
But it's like
I'm
talking.
not either.
I might not care if I
would
talk.
I would, regardless. And that's what I was gonna say. Like, if worse come to worse, and like I just so happen it's like years later on some like real freaky weird shit that like it just coincidence happened, I would have to talk to you. But then like don't get mad when a bitch smack the shit out of you for being like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So if I
depending on how the relationship was and shit like that. And
but
so,
that's
like
what I'm saying.
if y'all
So
were
if it was
talking,
deep for y'all, I wouldn't even pursue.
Because like me personally, like I don't see out of because like it's like out of all the
I'm not at the frame now, but my legs hurt.
It could be like out of all the niggas, like
why him?
Yeah, right. So it's like I wouldn't do it
Then
because that's kind of messy.
You.
But like if y'all was talking, then I could see somebody being like, "Hey, bitch, I don't know how this really happened, but like me and him are interested in each other."
But see, it wouldn't matter from. I think the talking stage does not matter. It's the fact. Do you want to know? You would want to know if we were just having conversations. Like I was like, "Yo, I seen Odor. We exchanged numbers." Like you want to know that early, because that could be like, "Why are you telling me y'all not like?" It's not significant. Like I would tell you when it becomes like it's a thing.
No,
and it might not be a thing.
Okay, so for the person that wants to date person A wants to date person B's boyfriend.
Like someone she was talking to, not boyfriend.
Yeah, or somebody.
Yeah, he wasn't significant, but he had some significance because
depending on how significant he was on the scale within talking or whatever. Because you can be talking for a long time and nothing happens, or you can be talking for a short time. Like it just depends on what happens.
So if y'all were talking this stage and you smash, then he's off limits.
Depends on how good the chick was, and if I'm just kidding. No,
she for real.
See, I would definitely, if I know that you smashed him, I would first be like, hey, so this nigga is fucking hitting me up. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking about hitting him back. You cool? I know y'all had a little thing.
How you feel about that?
Yeah, like, what's your tea? What's your deal?
But
if y'all had like a conversation or two or something like that, I probably even wouldn't say nothing until like the nigga took me out. Like if this nigga is taking me out on, like,
so am I waiting too long to tell the person? Would I be waiting too long? I'm not in this situation. I feel like I have to keep saying I'm not in this situation.
Yeah, right.
Like, the way she's fighting for it, it almost seems like this is happening.
Right, and that's how I'm like,
but I
don't agree with this, but like I can
people
see people's logic of being like, yeah, you may not care. Because, like, some people can just fuck people and talk and wouldn't care.
I have
but, like,
a lot of people I used to talk to that if you fuck with them, better you than me.
But, like, some people are sensitive and be like, bitch, out of all the niggas you couldn't fuck with, and y'all had 3 conversations and went on like half a day.
It's only 3 that would be a problem. Them other niggas, they up for grabs. Right, because it's not deep. Even if I smash
I'm telling my bitches, hey, I'm telling my
it's
girls
just not
everything that, like, hey.
But see, I don't feel like I wouldn't even give you that. Like, I want whatever your perception is.
I'm gonna be like, hey,
unless
bitch,
you ask
that's
me.
fine, of course.
If you're just like, if I'm like, okay, I know y'all was talking, then you're like, what made y'all stop talking? But
I'm not asking you that shit. I mean,
I know that, but I don't care because whatever he was doing to you, he's not doing that to me. However, that
telling your ass, cool.
Live your best life.
If I don't care about it, if there's something about that person where I'm like, nah, I can't see that bitch with that nigga, because if I see her with that nigga, I'ma just spaz, or I'ma be jealous, or I'ma be like, because you know how bitches be or niggas be, they want something that they can't have. Yeah. And that could bring up.
And then you might get bitter if you treat her better than you was treated.
Right. So that's why it's like it depends on the situation, because you don't want to make your friend. Because everybody has the person, or everybody has said, "No, girl, I don't give a fuck." And then when it happens, you be like, "Bitch, how dare you?"
I think my only question would be not even for her, but for him would be, so what was different to me? No, it would be what made, so if I was the girl who was talking to him and then my friend was like, it didn't work with us, but she was like, and it worked for them. Mm-hmm. And you seeing him do shit that like you really, like that was the problem that you was asking for. And then I would only have the question of like, so what was wrong with this that you couldn't do it? And then, and not that I need an answer or like it's a requirement, because I'm supporting her. Y'all get married, I'll be at the wedding. Like, I would never do anything to jeopardize y'all happiness. when me saying that I'm okay with it, like I'm fully okay with it. Like I'm not gonna lie and be like I'm okay, but secretly I'm like trying to pursue him again. Like
I'm not saying pursue him again, but
or just like be mad at you about it. If I'm
but
saying
you
I'm
could
okay,
be,
I'm okay.
but like some people, like I said, it just depends on the person, depends on the situation.
Yeah.
There are some people out here that would be like, nah, bro, I'm cool with it. And then they can really genuinely be cool with it. But then when you see that person and them two together, you're like,
This
bitch,
is
what?
trash. Why y'all do that shit?
I'm finna object that they motherfucking wedding.
The hypothetical turned into some real. Me, I object. This is stupid.
What y'all not gonna do
Because you ain't
is,
never proposed to me. Girl, we talked for 3 months. We ain't even get to get in the relationship. You didn't even get off probation yet. You was still in the, I'm trying to figure out this employment is worth it. That's where you was at, and you ain't never get past it. I realized that I did not want to keep you on the job, so you had to go. Oh, okay. I just want to know, you know. I wouldn't do it. I don't like nobody any of my first date. I'm always like, girl, they're trash. Throw them away. Or I'm like, ooh, they good. Keep him, girl. Keep him.
or shit, yeah, because you never know, like, what if they fucked it up and they're just like, he a good guy, girl, he's just not my thing. Because, you know, some girls be dating some niggas and be like, he's cool, but like, we not, go ahead.
You remember, I'm gonna whisper the name because I don't know if he's listening, but he went to college with us. Girl, and he was just like,
Whisper the name.
Girl, you don't remember him?
We need an elevator music break. Who? I heard what you said.
Oh, okay. So he used to like, he was only there every once in a while to go to class.
He was in our class?
I'm not too sure. So it's just real. I just tell y'all a story. Maybe y'all heard me whisper it. So
yeah,
we
not whispering that.
We was in business school, so he was an account major too. I think he was an account major, but we was in a lot of classes together. And we used to like talk, but it was not like nothing for real. And then he's like, "I want to take you out," and I'm like, "You want to take me out?
Wow.
I'm nobody. Okay, we can go." And you know what? He took me on some of my favorite dates. Like the best dates was from him. Like he set the bar on like how shit should be done, like shit that I should be expecting. And that's why if you date, like you're trying to date me now, go read his handbook. He should write a book on how to like do that shit. The only thing is when they say good guys never win, and I'm so mad I was one of them girls, right? Because I'm like, good guys can win. Like I want a good guy. And it was so many other, I might be a jeopardizer of things though. So, you know, I'm dealing with my own shit. But he was the sweetest. Like I was like, damn, I've never had Indian food. Literally go to an Indian restaurant, buying bottles. Now I'm like, you get a glass of wine. You get a glass. He's like, bring us the bottle. I said, who is you?
He really wants to take you on the date. He got
like
money.
He's trying to do all type of impressments, and he probably don't know who he is. But he like, get the bottle. I'm like, baby, I don't need a whole bottle. I'm like, we could have got a little cheapo nan. So this must be like, this time of what bitches ain't never had none. You know what I'm saying? So she just see shit and be like, oh my god. And I'm like, okay, get the bottle. Now mind you, I brought my own bottle before, but you know, now no, they niggas ain't like, no, give us the bottle of wine. I'm like, girl, he said, bitch, bring the bottle. We ain't doing all the glasses.
Hurry up, take the shit
Super
back,
cute.
girl.
Like the day was super fun. I think we did something like fun afterwards. And then it was like a day where we're in the arcade, just like, it's like almost like he spent $500 in the arcade. And I'm like,
that's a lot of tokens.
Bitch, we was playing for like 4 or 5 hours. We was just being kids, and I was so stupid. I wore heels. And I was like, fuck, I should have had no sneakers like this. We could have did this till they close. I think we were there till they were like closing almost. And we
been to no arcade.
I won so many prizes. I'm a child, so I love childish things. And I was like, oh my God. So I'm running around this place with my heels on. And he just like, girl, what? You was losing your mind. I'm
$100 for you.
But he was just like, whatever you want to do, like, I'm down to do it. Like, I want to make sure you have like the best times when we together. And I was like, why are you doing me like this? You're trying to make my little heart. And then he took me to like a scary house. Mind you, I'm scary for real. Like I'm scared. Not let me make sure this is very clear. I'm scared of like people
You ain't
popping
pussy.
out. Right, I'm scared of people popping out doing weird shit because I almost got into a fight at the honey house.
Oh yeah, I don't do
And
that.
so, and then at some point I was on the ground in fetal position, just like, just kill me. Take me out. I don't want to do this anymore.
Girl,
I was that scared. I had
You gotta
failed,
run. You can't be put on the
I
floor.
failed trying to run. And so I was like, at this point, I'm dead, bitch. The monster done got me. I'm out.
Disclaimer, any scary movie shit, we leaving her ass behind you.
Please.
I'm the bitch that's gonna survive because I'm kicking you
Because
bitches
if
down
I
to
fall,
the
I'm
ground.
like, at this point, it was meant for me to die.
Yep.
And
You better hope
even
my ass don't
the
jump
people
kick
who
your
was like
ass
trying
down.
to scare me, they're like, please get out,
Get
girl.
up.
I was like,
We're
just
not gonna
kill me.
touch you.
Just kill me. And they're like, we're not.
They're like,
Please get up.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
And I was like, okay. And we would just like have so much fun. Like he was just always trying to make me happy. But it was like really weird and squished. Like it was, those dates were fun and cute. But it was some things.
I know who you're talking about now. The glasses?
No.
Oh, then I don't know who she's talking about.
No. When, I'm gonna show you a picture later. I might show
Okay.
y'all too. I don't know. I might like put the picture in later on after we record everything. But he's super dope, right? But it was just like things. Oh, then we went bowling with his friends.
Ooh.
And again, like you're the company you keep, and some of them, and then some. And so
You got a good mix, you know. Can't all be just.
yeah, and so I was like, okay. And I wrote something inappropriate because I'm like, I'm not knowing what we're doing, so I'm not dressing appropriately for things.
So
I got heels on.
What's the category?
What should I wear?
Yeah, activity.
But he was just like, he made sure like at all points I had fun, right? And so he was super cute about everything. But those dates were fun, but everything else was lacking. Like conversation. We, like, you see how many you talking? We didn't have conversation.
Do you want a date?
We can. I like you,
I
girl.
got it,
We agree
baby.
about it. Oh, well. You know,
I'm
if
just
ever he
kidding.
fuck up,
I'm
just
not
let me
just
know.
kidding, but because that nigga's like, bitch, you just kidding. You don't pump out the wrong.
What was I saying? No conversation for real. Like it was just a lot of like dead, like silence. Not the good silence where you like, we just really like, yeah, on just how dope this is. Like I had moments where I was reflecting on like, man, this kid is like super dope. But no conversations on like us really like breaking things
Getting to
down.
know each other.
Yeah. And then it was like, I noticed it's superficial, but it's just like he couldn't dress either, right? And so like,
Because you can kind of sort of maybe be a little bit ugly, but if you can dress, that can boost your
but he
score.
wasn't ugly. He was just like, he was okay.
He was off.
He was squishy. I don't know how to describe squishy, what that means. Like you're like
Fluffy.
a fluffy teddy bear.
Yeah.
Like he looks really young. He looked like
Is
like
he old?
no, he's our age, but he looked like he was
Oh,
16.
like, damn,
Like
he
he
was
looked 16. So when he was like, bring the bottle, he's like, what? Let me see your ID. Talking about bring the bottle. Like they were just like, this is stupid. Like no, actually the waiter was like, so you're here with your brother? And I was like, I know you lying.
Bitch, that's why you don't get no tip.
I know you. And he did. And he tipped good. He had like good manners and good knowledge on just sidebar. Tipping is important. 5% is not a good tip. My people, that's not a good tip. It almost sounded like you heard me start. 5% is not a good tip. 20% is like the basic tip if they were giving you good service, right? 15 is like it's not that great. 20 and above is like they gave you the best service possible, or you're just like fuck it, like this shit.
15 is like they got the shit to the table without
fucking it up, maybe. Yeah, but they never checked on me. They never did anything,
or they over checked on me. I really hate when people.
When you fuck, when you bother me, like I don't like being bothered.
I don't like being every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Because
But
I can't enjoy my food.
Yeah, men taking women on dates, we see that. We see
that
that you're a cheapskate.
Even
Even if they suck, unless she says like don't tip them, you tip them 20. Because I don't want to have to go and sneak behind you and tip that person, and then try to apologize and explain why you don't know how to tip. Or I don't want to have to be like, so what did you tip? Like I want you to know that. Like I don't want to have that conversation before we leave.
Because I feel like that looks bad on me.
Yeah, and you. It just looks bad on us. Like, oh, here's another black tip who does not tip. And then we're just like, then they start giving you piss poor service. And they think every black person that come in there are those type of people. Servers make their money off a tip. If they didn't want to do it, yes, they shouldn't do their job.
They over tip to compensate for our lacking brothers and sisters.
I only tip 20%. I don't tip more. If you went above and beyond, I'll tip. Or let's say if I'm at a table with people and like some of them are not.
I do my own. I do the tip.
If I
it
see
depends
that
on what the
people
table is. Yeah, if it's deep,
are not doing it, then I will tip a little more.
Yeah.
And then I'll apologize.
I was about to say, like, if I can see that everybody is tipping around what their bill is, if we split it, or if it's like
then I'm just gonna tip the 20.
Yeah, because then it gets the whole thing.
You'll get 25 if my counterparts are not doing their job.
Yeah, if you tipping 20% and you see them throw $1 or $2, I feel like I'm like, let me.
Because now you're killing my part. Now, not only
because that's not fair.
I'm not gonna go out with you again. Like I just can't be out with people who don't tip. And if I'm telling you how to, you know who's not a good tipper?
One of our friends.
Girl, yeah. We hang out with him all the time. We get drunk with him. Yup. Lavelle, bitch. I'm telling. Yup, Lavelle. When you listen, just know we had a whole argument about it, girl.
Really?
Yes. And he was just like, when I go out with y'all, you know, I be covering most of the bill, so I'm expecting y'all to tip more. When the fuck did you tell us that?
I've never seen that. Yeah, I've always paid for my full bill.
He always be like, he say he do something, and I'm just like, I feel like we always split it. Or like when we split it in half, he like, yeah, but I don't be ordering all that shit. So basically when we split it straight down the middle, then I'm spending a little bit more for shit that y'all ordered that I probably didn't order. I said, why wouldn't you just get a separate check? Child, we had a whole argument. I said,
wait, what?
So let's say me and you out to eat, you had one drink and you had a meal. And I was like, oh, not me. I need about 3 drinks and my meal. And so the bill comes and it's split down the middle. And then we pay. He said because I ordered those 2 drinks, he's basically paying for those 2 drinks, which comes as their tip. And then you tip them according to the whole bill.
But he had 3 drinks.
I had the 3 drinks. He had the 1 drink.
Oh, he had 1 drink. I thought you said he had 2 drinks. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. So instead of you just being, can we have separate checks? So that way you could tip what you should tip. And then I tip.
Yeah,
you're saying that because you don't want to tip.
Yeah. Like if you're 2 people, because, yeah, if we're 2 people, I'm getting the check split down in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not that big of a deal.
And then you can have to Venmo you for the extra 2 drinks.
Or if the check is like $30 or something like that, bitch, I'll get it and you get like Uber or something like that. You know, that's a compromise.
Yeah, but you're just like, I'm not gonna tip because I'm paying for your other 2 drinks. You are, but you're not. But and then if you didn't want to do that, you're like, no, but I don't mind. I'm like, but you do mind.
Yeah, right. Because you don't want to tip.
Because if you don't mind, then you would just tip.
Because because now you're assuming that I have to tip for both of y'all. But like, what if my drink was $5 and the tip split between everybody was $10?
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, you paying for a $5 drink and now I'm paying $20 for tipping?
Mm-hmm. That don't make sense to math. And we're all, again, we all do numbers. So I'm just like, mathematically, you're not making sense.
And bitch, I went to school. You was in the same classes as me.
And so, so we had that little discussion. Do better. I don't know how he doing now. He probably out here just like, because, you know, he getting coin now.
Yeah, that could be some broke college shit, which.
But I don't think he was a hustler. Was he? He was making money in college. At least I think.
Girl, I don't know. I've been a broke college student since.
We had a lot of jobs. Like I had like 2 jobs then. No, like senior year I didn't have 2 jobs. Like when I met y'all, I became a broke college student senior year. But before that, I was not a broke college student.
Oh, I've always been a broke college student.
I was making like a lot of money, and I should have been smart and invested. Please invest, you guys, if you have that extra money. Because I made more serving in the summer than I did like a year of working at that place. Mm-hmm.
That I used to work at too. Serving. Oh no, you weren't a server there.
What place?
That place I used to work at too. The only place that me and you have in common are working. I'm not gonna say their name. You know I don't like them.
Oh no, hell no, fuck they bitch ass.
Yeah, right.
Girl, hell no. But they do make a lot of money serving. No, it was another company that I would have worked at. But I made like a decent amount in the summer.
And see, yeah, I've always, yeah, no, bitch.
Yeah. So, and then I had another job. So I was basically working 2 jobs. And so it was temp money, job money. And then I was still, from that job that I was getting tips from, I was still getting checks from them.
Right.
So I was just like, my phone bill was all I was paying. My rent was like $400. I was just like,
Right.
Anybody. But then I was cheap too, because then I won't want to do shit
Yeah, I
with
was just about
friends.
to say,
and,
like, I'm frugal with my money. I'm still like that now, shit.
I need to be more like that. But
Yes, I'll teach you, girl.
yeah, please.
Cause I be going, but I'm like, I be like my nails. I know I need to get them done, but I may be like, I can get away with this for like another 2 weeks.
I ain't had my nails done in so long, and when people see me, like, girl, it must be hard out here. I'm like, how you know?
I know. I hate that shit.
And they've never not been done, but I'm like, you right, it's fine.
Around.
I know. I just want to make them healthy again. No, I ain't got no motherfucking points.
I
right
know.
now.
That's I be holding my fist like. Don't.
Or if I get like a manicure with just like regular polish, that's how you know it's rough out here. Cause like I really want to get it. But you literally scraped your coins together to at least get a manicure.
Oh no, I'm assuming. No, I'm assuming. Oh, see, I'm assuming that you did your manicure by yourself. I'm not paying $12.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I could pay $12. $12 ain't shit to get a manicure, but like, I don't want to pay $12 and sit there for 30, 45 minutes when I can do that shit at home.
I fuck up around my nails. I can polish my nails really well, but I need to clean up around them.
Oh, see, girl, I had a whole kit. Well, back in the day when I was a real college student, I had the whole kit. That's how you get creative. I had the little dryer. I had the no chip because at a point in time, good thing, I was working at a hair salon. So I would go to the hair and beauty show with them. Oh. And my mama friend was real cool with somebody. I don't know. He had a nail polish thing, so he gave us a bunch of free like no chip polishes, the UV light to dry them and shit. All that shit for fucking free, G. And you would go on the last day, because that's when the broke college students, hair and beauty students or whatever going. So they sell that shit for dirt cheap, and they're trying to get rid of it so they don't bring that shit home. Yeah. Girl, I used to clean up. I love the hair and beauty show. I need to see if I can get a plug for next year.
I went to this year's.
But yeah, you have to be
I used to polish my nails like way back when. Not because I didn't have money, but because I really enjoyed it. It was super calming. Right? And I would just change them all the time. I had a whole polish collection. And it was like, damn, that is always shit. Girl, I just do them. And they was healthier. They grew longer. My cuticles and shit wouldn't mess up because I wasn't biting them. Because I'm like, I don't want to fuck my nails up. Don't touch me. The first coat, the coats, then a top coat, and just be sitting here like this all day. Like.
And I wish I could go back to that, but now I'm a slave to these overlays and shit.
Oh, these your nails? Oh, y'all yawning. Excuse-me.
But they...
Let's circle this back.
Yeah, right. We're talking about a nigga, now we getting on nails.
Yeah, that's what happens when girls be talking child.
True.
We might talk shit about y'all for a little bit, but then we like, okay, anyways, back to what women like to do.
The same old shit.
Yeah.
But
we do love y'all. We just want y'all to do better.
Girls are like that too. Like at the end of the day, we're all trash. Just trying to find another trash.
Yeah, I'm trash sometimes. I try not to be, but when I see you like doing fuck shit, I'm like,
we're all trash in our own special ways.
Yeah, but can we do better? You see, I said we. I didn't just say men, but like, can we do better?
We all need to.
Unpack our shit. Not on somebody else, but unpack it with a therapist or something.
Yes.
Unpack it with your friends. Like, talk to your friends. I'm not gonna get on my Charlemagne and just be like, do all this, but like, I used to go to counseling a lot when I was younger, but I was also psychotic. Like, so I needed it a lot, and I suggested it to my mom because I tried to kill someone, like commit murder. So like, I was like, yo, I got a lot of anger. I know, I had a lot of anger, and I didn't know why, but it was just like petty shit. I used to be like, I'm gonna kill myself, like weird shit. Yeah. But I never wanted to kill myself. I would just say it for like, just to see if people was like, do you love me? And so I would go to a therapist and it was like, why are you so angry? And I was like, bitch, that's why I'm here. I don't know.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah, she was just like, you hold too much stuff in. And so now when you meet me and I just like say shit, like, and it just comes out, is because my therapist was like, you
Let it out.
are holding so much of just like shit that people do in that you're like, I used to like pull my hair out, and then it became from pulling my hair out to biting my nails, and this was like real young, like 5 or 6, like pulling my hair out, just like stressed. I don't know why I was stressed at such a young age, but hey, this was therapist said, okay? And so she was just like, no, you need to start expressing how you feel. And then like I expressed it so much, and I'm just like, damn, should I be even expressing how I feel? Because people be getting so upset, but they're just like, you can't. I'm at a point now where like, if you're offended by me telling you my truth and how I'm like feeling about things that I feel like you have done to me, then I don't know what to tell you, because I would rather not be stressed about it than not care about your feelings. Like I care about me and my like sanity and shit that's happened. And so because the therapist told me that, now if you bother me or if I feel any type of way about anything you're doing, I'll let you know. But it took me a while to like get to that point. Like it'll be points where I'll do it, then points where I don't. But when I don't do it, I find myself like way more angry. I'm like, I want to fight. I want to like do harm.
Cuss and fuss and shit.
No, like I want to beat your ass, potentially like really harm you. Yeah, like I don't like don't fuck with me, like for real. Like when I say like don't fuck with me, I be like for real, don't fuck with me. Cause like when I say like I worked hard to change, like I everyday battle of like when people do fuck shit, like humans are being humans. I'm like, God, we've come so far.
It's an ongoing battle, huh?
We have come so far. We have fought the good fight. We have prayed and meditated, girl. We have went to counseling. We have done the work. I feel like I've done the work, but it's like the devil.
See,
be busy.
I used to think I was crazy because I used to say, ooh, I used to get so fucking mad that I felt like my heart was engulfed in flames. But you have trumped that by a mile.
You're more crazier than me. I just think it was like people like just constantly just like, I'm not
touching you.
like petty shit like that. Then it would be like, and then my mouth, like I feel like it would be stuff that would hurt me that I wasn't expressing, right? Not just like me being expressive, I'm an expressive person, but things that would hurt me I wouldn't talk about. And not like I battle that like in with people I like, and as far as like relationships go too. So I literally, she's just like, don't do that, because you're literally just crushing yourself. And then if you let it out, then what happens? Like you're not upset anymore. You at least got it out. And then whatever happens after that, you can't control. Like now it's out of your control. But you can control like your feelings and your emotions. And giving people power. Like by me being angry, they have way too much power. And now I'm at a point where like you won't get power. Now when I get mad, like
and
I take a minute, I look
said,
at you.
Don't give them your power.
I will look at you, I will give you a look. And it's because either I'm just like, I'm deciphering things in my head. And I'm just like, is this worth me commenting? Like, does it matter? What's the significance of this thing that just possibly irritated me? And then why is it irritating me?
Yeah, I feel you on that shit. Because I've had to pick and choose what I say to answer to people.
Yeah.
But sometimes people just talk just to talk.
Or they talk to get a reaction. People want to see you react a certain type of way.
And then when you don't give them that, they be like,
yeah.
You didn't hear what I said?
Yeah.
It's
So
like,
I'm just
I heard what you said. I just choose not to deal with your shit.
Yeah.
Today, I've had a pretty good day. Shit.
So go see a therapist. They work. I'm gonna go back to see a
I'm talking
therapist.
to my mama about going to therapy. She's going to therapy with my brother right now. I told her I want to get therapy solo though.
Yeah, but then therapy just help you like decipher things that you are just battling with. Like I'm not battling things anymore, but whatever that was at that time when I was young, we were seeking like family counseling because my mom wanted to explain a lot of things that were going on, and I was just like, we used to always think a lot of shit was like, I'm a person, I'm like, this situation could have been avoided, but you didn't think of everything all the way. You just was like, I'm gonna go. And I'm a big go with the winner too, but I'm weighing all options as I'm like, ooh, I want to commit to that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, if I do that, then do I lose this? Do I lose that?
I gotta plan A, B, C, D, E. Like, I gotta make sure that the shit is. Because you never know.
Yeah.
Because a monkey wrench might get thrown in there. How am I gonna react to that? If that were
but
to
then
happen.
you never know. Like, even like I was like, I'm going to China. That was not in my plan to go. Like, my plan A was to literally And that's where I was like, bitch, when? And I was like, I just randomly did it. And they said, yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. Shit. At this point, I don't have like no kids, no man. If I had a man, I probably would still go. And I would be.
I was about to say, like, I would hope that, like, if this was
like
your
a nigga
dream.
wanted. It was something that I wanted to do. Only one person ever heard me say that I wanted. This one girl named Precious and her mom. That I wanted to go to China when I graduated.
Mm-hmm.
And then a friend from school, from CSU, I had told her she was from China. And those are the only 3 people who knew I wanted to go to China after I graduated. It was so random, and I just didn't think anything of it until I met the girl from China. We had a conversation. She's like, we literally were looking up tickets for me to leave, and the ticket was like $500 to go to China. And I was like, that's it? And I was like, no, what if I get a really great job here in America? Then I can like really do my Olivia Pope shit here.
That ain't bad.
Yes,
It's
it's
a
super
one-way.
cheap to go to China.
And
Even
I'm
round
not-
trip.
And I was about to say, and the best time is to go in like November and December.
Mm-hmm. But I be leaving
For
in
like,
January. But it's like
pretty
Canada.
and shit. Yeah, I mean it's the same time frame.
Yeah.
It'll be all pretty and shit.
Mm-hmm.
For
But
the
it's-
mother.
I forgot why I brought it up. Yeah, like so you don't need like your plan A might have other shit that happens that might make plan A become like something weird, but you still can do plan A. Like my monkey wrench is China, but it actually benefits businesses that I'm doing.
True.
Like it doesn't take away from my plan A. I'm hoping that it add value, but I'm speaking to existence. It will add value to the things that I have going on, and I'm creating. So, yeah. So basically, we say all that to say is stop being trash. Niggas, get your mental health together and stick to your plan.
And if you ever have a friend that gives you some solid ass advice, maybe you should consider everything that you listen to.
Yeah.
Because somebody might give you some good ass advice if you really sit down and listen. Because he could have been married. He could have had his girl back.
Mm-hmm.
Had he had taken the time to do
God
what
didn't
she
do that
said,
like that.
she suggested, and what his homeboy.
God was not feeling that, baby.
Well, not even his
he had
homeboy,
in
because
his
it was too
plan
late by
to
the
break
time
that
he
up.
hit the homeboy.
Yeah. Yeah. Take it. Don't take every advice.
Yeah.
But like, cause I gave advice for a friend to leave a trash dude. I'm always just like leave trash dudes.
Yeah.
Like, don't put all your energy in someone who just has no respect for you. Like, respect you can't pay for. Like, I don't care how good he look, how good the dick is. Like, I'm all for you respecting me, being a gentleman, like, just doing right by me. Like, not, like, you, that's just the basics. Like, doing right by me and showing me that you're interested. Ooh, y'all, let me see what we at, like, on time, because, okay.
Oh, Jesus.
We gonna end this
Christ.
right here. Next episode, I'm gonna tell y'all about this dude. Oh, God. I got some gems for y'all. Y'all know I have a lot of
What's
shit
the
happening in my life.
preference? What's wrong with him? Or what's right by looks? What was wrong with him?
Everything. But stay tuned for the next
Yeah.
episode. Talk your shit, P. Again, thank you guys for listening. Shout outs to my amazing special guest.
Oh,
She like fuck around me and my co-host, y'all. We in talks, you know what I mean? Like shout outs to her. Definitely follow us again, layers of her on Instagram and Facebook, Snapchat. The P is for Parishia. If you want to know the spelling, go to the beginning of the episode. Danielle.
and Snapchat and the Instagram.
Just listen to the beginning if you want to know how to follow us.
I can't spell no more, y'all.
Thank y'all, and we out.
As long as I'm not in Chile. Now you know
It's
what's
like
so
a minute
fucking
longer.
crazy
What?
is if